Building a startup is easier than ever. You can wipe code your product in a weekend. But most founders are using AI wrong, and it's killing their startups before they even start. I've built 2 startups myself. Here is exactly how I would use Claude AI to build one from scratch. This is not a prompting video, and this is not a coding video. This is for founders who want to build something people actually pay for. And there is one rule we are going to use. Use AI to build faster, not to decide for you. Screenshot this. Every time I use AI in this video, it's about doing something quickly. Brainstorming, writing, building, the things that used to take days. But I never ask AI to make decisions for me. The big mistake many founders make right now is they ask AI for everything. Give me 3 cool startup ideas. What features should I build? Will people pay for this? I have seen founders waste 6 months because they picked a random idea AI recommended. But the successful founders don't ask AI what startup they should build. They find a problem and use AI to build a solution quicker. That's the whole game. So your first step is not to open Claude AI and ask, what startup should I build? You need to find a real problem people actually have. Something people complain about. And you don't use AI for this. Just go to Reddit, forums, or check social media comments and look where people are frustrated. Look where people say, why isn't there a solution for this? Or, I have been doing this manually for years. Now here's a quick pro tip. In times where it feels like everything has already been done, a great way to find problems you could solve is to look close to your home first. Like problems in your area, in your city, or just problems you have personally dealt with. And you don't need to find the next $100 million startup idea. You can start with a small problem, solve it, and build your successful startup this way. And now, you open Claude. Take the problem you found and type it in. Describe the person who has this problem, what their goal is, and what they're doing right now to solve it. Then say, grill me first, and then tell me the simplest possible solution. Claude will ask you a couple of questions and give you one solution. And this is where these tools are absolutely incredible. You don't have to brainstorm for 2 weeks. You can do it in 20 minutes. And here is a quick pro tip. Ask for the 3 biggest reasons this solution could fail and if such a solution already exists. You don't want to copy something that's already out there. And now comes the step that tells you whether to build it at all. Before you do anything, before you tell AI to write a single line of code, you talk to 10 people who have this exact problem. You want to understand if these people are really frustrated by it and if they would pay for a solution. But don't make it complicated, just send them a simple DM. Just write, hey Sarah, I'm talking to target audience, who, problem. I want to learn how you handle task today. What works and what's frustrating? Would you be open to a quick 15-minute call this or next week? And your job on the call is to listen 90% of the time. Don't pitch your product, just listen and take notes. Ask how they deal with the problem today, what they have already tried, and how much money it costs them right now. And now comes the key. At the end of the call, say this: I am building a solution for this, and you quickly describe your product in 1 to 2 sentences. Would that be valuable to you? And then you listen. If 3 out of 10 people say, I love it, I need this right now, then you build it. But not just cool product or I think I'm going to use it. You want something like, I need this right now. You see, Claude cannot tell you if people have this pain and if someone would pay for your solution. It cannot feel this energy when somebody leans forward in a call and says, hey, I have been dealing with this exact problem for years and nobody has built a solution for it. You can find stuff like that only when you talk to people. So do your first 10 calls with real people, and if you see that people want a solution, you move on. When you have 3 people who said yes, you build your product quickly with AI. But this is where many founders make a huge mistake. They want to build the perfect product with 20 features. Don't do that. No dark mode, no fancy animations, no integrations. For now, you only have one goal: to build that one specific feature that solves the problem. That's it. For example, if you build a tool that helps freelancers track client feedback, your first version is not a full CRM. It's a simple form that collects feedback and sends it back in one clean summary. That's it. One problem, one solution. This is where Claude gives you the biggest advantage. You just tell it to build it for you, and it will build it in minutes. But don't fall for this trap. Remember to keep it simple. Don't start to add random features that nobody wants. Just solve this one big problem. And once your MVP is ready, you go out and get your first customers. And here is exactly how you do it. You go back to the exact people who said, "I need this right now," on your first call. And you just send them a DM again and you say, "Hey, remember our call a few weeks back? I built it. Do you want me to show it to you?" Again, you want people to get on the call. But this time, you have a different goal. You want to make your first sale. And the best way to do this is to make saying yes super easy. So you quickly show your demo and you say, "This will later cost $20 per month. But as an early user, I would like to offer it for $10 for you." Or, "This will later cost $20 per month, but I would like to give you 1 month for free so you can see if it solves your problem." And then you let them talk. Listen closely and handle any objections they have. Here is my pro tip, because I have tested both approaches. Ask for money right away, even if your product is still rough and it needs some fixes. A paying customer will use your product and will give you real feedback. A free user might forget about it and will not take it that seriously. And only when people say, "I wouldn't pay for it right away," you give them a free trial and you charge them after 1 month. With AI, you can build your startup in a weekend. But if you do it wrong, it will never be successful. If you ask AI what startup you should build, what features you should add, and who your customers are, you will waste 6 months and build something nobody will pay for. Instead, find a real problem people have, brainstorm solutions with AI, talk to real people about it, build it quickly with AI, and get your first 5 paying customers. That's how you do it. But hey, if you have built your MVP, but still nobody is buying, watch this video next. I will show you exactly what you need to do in the next 30 days. And if you never want to miss a video on how to build a successful startup, hit subscribe. My name is Oscar. See you next week.